Selling digital files on Etsy, such as logos, planners, wall art, is a great way to earn passive income online, with some stores making over $1,000 per day. In this video though, I'm going to focus on one of the less saturated niches, SVG downloads. I also sell these myself, and what I have noticed, I'll show you my store in a minute, is that people usually purchase these for personal projects or for commercial use. So they print them on t-shirts, mugs, other print-on-demand services that they run. And all you need to do is create the SVG file, post it on Etsy, and forget about it. Passive income will just keep rolling in. All right, let's have a look at some examples. I searched in dog SVG, probably one of the most saturated niches, but anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of results. And you can create bundles and bulk lots for saturated products to try and entice more people to buy. If we open one of these up, the seller literally just uploads a copy of his file. So if we go to description, you'll see SVG, you get all these files included when you purchase it. So when you buy now, you, the seller, don't need to do anything else. Etsy automatically sends them a link to download the file that you uploaded, like the zip folder. So a few more examples. This seller, 84,000 sales. His account was created around 2 years ago. He's doing very well. Another store is SVG Vector Monster. So 71,000 sales, created 2 years ago, almost, at an average of what, like $2 each. So we'll go 71,502 times 2, $143,000 in revenue so far in 2 years. That's pretty good. You'll also notice some of these stores include a notice like this: all designs are for personal use only, not for resale with commercial license. If the customer does want to resell it on a t-shirt or something, they have to purchase this. So a commercial use license, $25.91. That's another way to make more money selling this type of stuff. But if you do want to get ahead of the competition, like create your competitive advantage, usually I just allow commercial use without purchasing any extended licenses or anything like this. A few more stores, Little Creative Island. They create a lot of bulk lot type things. Created 1 year ago with 22,000 sales. And they're a bit more expensive, $2, but they're bulk lots, so it makes sense. Cuts and Crafties, 2,000 sales, only 59 listings, and created literally like less than a year ago. It's probably like 6 months ago, at an average of about $1.50 each. So they're making around $3,000 in 6 months. That's all right. Passive income though, and with only 59 listings. So if they had the same amount of listings as these guys, they'll be making much more. One more thing I want to mention about this account is if you search in dog, you'll see that they have their own creative little spin on it. So it's not just simple dog SVGs like this. That's pretty creative, so is that. And probably that's why they're actually doing pretty well. So this is one of my accounts where I test different products. As you can see, I've posted some wall art here. Wall art, to be honest, wasn't doing that well for me, so I never created an account focused based on that. I actually think it looks alright, but that's just me. SVG files though, these have been going well for 2 years. I only posted 3 of them to test, 142 sales. I still make sales every week. I haven't touched these listings, edited them at all. Just set and forget. So if you go into one of these, simple description: hot dog in a bun with sauce. Yes, it's tasty. Outlining what they'll receive, making sure they're aware it's a digital download. That's very important. And terms of use, basically you can do whatever you want with this product. You just can't resell or transfer the copyright. Copyright's still mine. After you've uploaded your zip folder, the customer purchases the product and they get sent an email with a link to download this, or in their download section of Etsy. So pretty simple. Just to show you the thumbnail, I also included instant download here and digital file here, just to make sure the customer is 100% aware what they're buying, not a physical product, a download. Some reviews here, and as you can see, some people just print this directly onto a t-shirt and it works. This is an old account name, by the way, Moobbark Designs, where I was testing pet products and animal stuff. But anyway, how do we find these designs? And how do we choose what keywords would rank? E-rank, Marmalade, or I check competitors' products and see what they're selling and what they're doing well with. So if we click all, bestsellers, bestsellers, bestsellers. So pet paws, onesie, SVGs, things like that. we go to eRank, search in SVG in their Keyword Explorer. You'll see a whole range of different options we can choose from. So butterfly SVG, competition's only 24,000. That's still pretty high, but anything around like lowish green is what you want. So smiley face SVG, that might be something that you want. And you can also get other keyword ideas by clicking into this. So kids Thanksgiving, shamrock smiley face. Yeah, a whole bunch of different ones. eRank's actually pretty good, so you can get a whole bunch of ideas. Soccer SVG, that looks alright. Disney SVG. I'd avoid selling anything like that, just so you don't get copyright banned. Texas SVG. So Texas Tech, Texas Outline, Texas Rangers, whole bunch of ideas that you can choose. You can also check these 3 columns, so average searches, average clicks, click-through rate, based on monthly data. So anything green with a low competition is ideal. Also, as you're a beginner, you can choose like yellow, orange, it's fine. Just make sure the competition is low. If you really do want to choose something like Easter egg SVG files with a high competition, make sure you create your own creative spin on it. Make it unique, different from the competition. Don't just create an Easter egg because you're not gonna rank. There's too much competition and it's also seasonal. So January, February is when you'll mainly make sales and then it dies off. So yeah, eRank is one of the tools that I use just for keyword research and things like that. You can find a lot of ideas on here. Mumlead as well, and just Etsy search. So just searching through these. To create SVG files, I personally just hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork to do it for me. $2 to $5 per SVG, depending on how complex it is. You can also get it done cheaper if you provide them with bulk lots of work. So after around 2 to 3 sales, I break even. And then anything after that, excluding the Etsy fees, is pure passive income. Now for the Upwork descriptions, I just post something like this. Each graphic must be saved in the following formats: SVG, DXF, PNG at 300 dpi. I also zip up a PSD for the clients. The more things you offer them, the more enticing your listing is. I also try to be less restrictive in terms of like commercial use. Basically, you can use any of my SVG files for commercial use without paying any extra. That also gives me a competitive advantage against other people who are selling identical things like hot dog SVGs, things like that. Also list this, you can get influence from Google Images and other SVG clip arts, but you must create your own. It can't be a direct copy, be creative. So this works and I usually get quite nice designs. If you're on a bit of a budget and you want to create it yourself, I recommend using Canva. And yes, you can sell things that you make on Canva. I just recommend sticking with free elements. So don't choose any of this pro stuff. It's a bit of a gray area reselling this. You need to make it unique, your own. So this is just an example that I made in like a minute. It's pretty bad, but yeah, something like this. And then if you're a premium member, you can click share, then go to download and download it as SVG. If you aren't a premium member, you can still download it as JPEG or I think PNG as well. And then just go to JPEG to SVG converter on Google and convert it. If you still want to use Canva's pro elements like these, I recommend reading up on their commercial use policy first. I think their main issue is you can't just resell that. You need to add text or some other elements to try and make it unique or your own. Now, if you did learn something in this video, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.